Hi Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your October 2019 love reading for you. So let's see now, Aries, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, what October 2019 has in store for you with love. Aries, October 2019, love. Aries, October 2019, love. Aries, October 2019, love. Show me clearly, 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 show me clearly. Show me clearly. Fantastic. That is where we are going to stop. We have at the heart of everything the Magician, and that just made me smile. That's absolutely beautiful. Ace of Swords is crowning you. Five of Swords. Queen of Cups. Love is going to be very prevalent. You are definitely taking a gift of knowledge. You have at your roots a gift of love that you are taking twice, so that's amazing. Queen of Swords, once again reiterating, there's going to be a very strong emotional connection here. Yeah, you're walking away from something that you no longer want. It's going to be something that you've been through before with the Five of Swords. It's very interesting. Moon card, this represents a Pisces energy, reiterated by the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. The Lovers card, that's beautiful. This is also a Gemini energy, right? Amplified by the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Swords. Two cards, one card, there we go. And then we have the Two of Swords. Can you see that okay? Let me just move my camera just a bit for you. Okay, that's better. Perfect. Your fairy guidance. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aries, October 2019, love. Aries, October 2019, love. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Determination and discovery. I like that. Show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly, show me clearly. Aries, October 2019, love. Aries, October 2019, love. Show me clearly, show me clearly. This one right here. Courage and empowerment. Beautiful. Okay. Just give me a moment to take it all in. All right, Aries, you guys are changing the game. You are retaking your power. You are embracing love in a way that for a lot of you, you might have thought, oh, I'll just never have love that way, or, I'll just have to wait longer, or something where you have felt rather discouraged about things. And now you're walking away from sorrow, pain, apprehension. You're going to see a lot of discoveries are made for you at night in the quiet hours when you're able to sit alone with your thoughts. So don't kind of poo-poo that time, or don't sit there and fill it up with everybody else's words kind of coming at you, overthinking things, playing the day over and over again for yourself, because that's actually going to keep you further and further from the love that you want, or from connecting with your partner if you are in a relationship the way that you want to. Because here, if you open, as you open yourself up, not if, as you open yourself up, because that's a definite here, you are going to discover that you are living courageously. And that is something that's going to be absolutely beautiful for you. Because we start here with courage. And this says, courage is the strength to stand when it is easier to fall down. And that's my favorite card in the Witchling cards. Because it is easier to fall. It is easier to say, you know what, enough is enough, I'm done. I'm just going to fold everything up and go away. But here in love, that's not what you're doing. You are saying, I'm standing strong, I'm standing firm, I'm knowing my heart, I'm knowing my mind, more so than ever before. And as you embrace that truth, you are going to find that you're empowered. Now, the color that shines through here is blue. That's healing and cleansing your throat chakra. And why that's going to be important for you, and why that is important for you, is because you're going to see that the power of your emotions and the power of your mind come together. And as they come together, you are going to find that what you're really focusing on starts manifesting more and more in your life. If you are single, and let's say you're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm never going to meet somebody. It's so hard. I date jerk after jerk after jerk, and we're never going to get anywhere. I'm never going to get anywhere. You're going to find that that's what keeps on coming. You keep on meeting more jerks, which is the exact opposite of what you want. If you're in a relationship, right, and you two were once really close, okay, because I see you guys have this brilliant connection, and you've drifted apart. If you focus on the fact that you've drifted, that is what you're going to keep on that's what's going to come up more and more in October. So October is actually a time where what you focus on, you get. So it's going to be a time that's very intense, because what you put your mind to, what you put your emotions to, is what you bring into your life. So you have to be very careful with your thoughts, what you think about yourself, and what you think about the people around you. Empowerment. With this knowledge, you're empowered. It says the determination of your mind and your soul, will guide you towards unleashing your inner power. You're going to find that it makes you stronger than you ever thought you could be. And as you embrace that strength, you embrace the truth about yourself, and it opens up your third eye chakra. Now, your third eye chakra being opened up and your heart being the magician can mean that this is a rather intense time as you claim your power, you claim your truth, and you have power of divinity surrounding you. Then we have determination. The Determination is the passion of pursuit, leading you on a path of personal achievement. You are determined to move forward. And the fact of the matter here, whenever I trip up over the words, it tells me that Spirit is saying it's the connection of the picture that means more to you than the words. So with here, this beautiful fairy and this sparrow, you are going to find that your connection with people, because sparrows live in groups, and sparrows represent family, friends, that kind of really close connection. You need that connection in October, and you will be fostering and building that connection with people around you, people who are nearest and dearest to you. Then we have discovery. Behold the world with new eyes. You're going to be seeing things differently. And once again, you have a sparrow on top of her head. So the sense here of having that strong connection, of having that kind of group connection with people, that is going to be what moves you forward. Even if you don't have a group of people and you're sitting there and saying, Dane, I don't have a group of people around me, that's not how I live my life. There is a sense here of your angels being around you, your spirit guides being around you, and you being moved forward to the place that you really need to be, to the place that you really want to be. Now, at the heart of everything is the magician. The magician is all about claiming your power. You hold in your hands passion and creativity with the wands. On the table laid thought with the swords, representing the mind. Pentacles, representing wealth, but also a grounding force within yourself. Cups, representing love and spirit. So you have everything before you. These also represent the elements: fire, air, earth, and water. As you embrace what you want, you are going to find that you have greater control over your passion, over your ideas, over your sense of stability. You're going to feel much more secure as you claim your truth, and over your love, your soul, yourself, as you move forward. You stand before the altar of your existence and you claim the power of where you stand. You claim the power of who you are. Now, this is beautiful because this is a love reading. And this says right here, you have cups shining through, which represent love. And you have the Lover's card, which of course represent love. So here you're claiming your power when it comes to love, when it comes to what you want. There is a strong connection between you and your partner if you are in a relationship. If you're not in a relationship, there is a sense of you coming into power with yourself. The person who you are going to meet is not going to be a person who completes you. Why? Because personally, as a reader and just as a person in general, I believe the only thing perfect about us is our souls. And I do not believe that they have been cut in half. So you're never going to find someone who completes you. You're going to find somebody who complements you, well, at least in my readings, who complements you, who empowers you, who helps you move forward, and they're going to be that strength that's around you. But they're never going to be fully what you need because you yourself are fully what you need. The angels are blessing you. You have a balance of the masculine and feminine energy of yourself, but also of the relationship, a balancing force, because it does not matter how the relationship develops. It matters that you two balance each other, that there is strength and there is kindness, there is determination, and there is understanding. Angels are blessing you, and you are transforming yourselves into a true partnership, but you are also getting yourself ready for a true partnership, Aries. If you are single, this is saying you are getting yourself ready for that true partnership because you are being a true partner to yourself. You are embracing your power and your truth, and it might sound funny to say that you're being a true partner to yourself, but that's fully how I see you. I see you as being able to handle things, being able to handle what life throws at you. You might not handle it the best. It doesn't mean that you are absolutely perfect, but it means that you are doing absolutely wonderfully. And as you are empowered, you set yourself free. And that's what October is all about for you. If you are looking for love, you are setting yourself free to have that beautiful connection, right? Without the pain and the sorrow of the past, because that's going to be what wants to pull you down. It's going to be doubts and fears. If you are in a relationship, you are setting yourself free to be able to enjoy that relationship fully, to be able to really embrace your partner and to have that love flow between you two. Because, well, that would be jumping ahead. But at your crown is the Ace of Swords. This is God's source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, cutting through doubts and fears. Now you are absolutely taking this gift of knowledge and understanding with the Queen of Swords. Know that in love, in October, you're going to feel much more comfortable behind the scenes. Yes, you're going to claim your power as being the magician, but with the two queens here, queens for me represent kind of the director, being the person behind the scenes who is powerful and who watches everything. That's going to be the place that you feel very comfortable with. You're not going to want to be pulled up onto center stage, though you can definitely handle that because you have the magician energy within you, meaning that you're going to like things to be a little quieter, a little calmer, a little bit more stable and secure during this time. There's a sense that you know your mind, and as you know your mind, it's actually helping you face a lot of fears that have been setting you back and putting you down. Now, Pisces, the moon represents Pisces. And oh, I forgot, didn't I? That the lovers represent Gemini. Now, the lovers is a time period of May 21st to June 20th. You might very well see that as time goes on, and I know this might sound like a very far way away, but by the Gemini time frame, you feel much more secure within love, much more secure within your own passion and how to express that than ever before. This can also be that for a lot of you, Aries, you are looking at the time frame of the Gemini and you are claiming your power from them. From then, you could have, well, from them also, from the twins, from the duality of your intentions and your purpose, and you are realizing that you're a bit more complicated in love than maybe you had thought you were, and you're absolutely running with this. But if you have been through a heartbreak in the Gemini time period, May 21st to June 20th, you're going to see here that this is a time when you really start to heal from it. As you move forward, you have the Pisces energy here. Now, this is a time frame, February 19th to March 20th. Knowing your mind and guiding your power. I see this very much as the beginning of 2019, all right? And you are knowing your power from fears that you have held since the time frame of February 19th to March 20th, but also, it also could have been longer than that. I'm seeing when it comes to love, when it comes to where it is that you want to stand, all right? There has been something that you have held for quite some time, and now a spotlight is being shown on it, and you might very well feel, Aries, that you are going to berate yourself, like you're going to sit there and say, I can't believe you let this hold you back for so long. Don't do that, because for some of you, Aries, as you're moving forward in love, because you're ending one cycle and you're beginning a new one, you're going to find that if you get mad at yourself, if you sit there and say, oh my gosh, this should have happened sooner, you're actually going to set yourself back further when it comes to love. But also here, you couldn't have. This is divine timing. This is the sacred feminine guiding you. This is you spreading your wings, seeing within the darkness, being able to move forward in your truth, having a sense of divinely accomplishing something. You're going to see, yeah, that's what Spirit is saying here. There has been a karmic debt or it has been something. It can be generational, it can be karmic. It depends on the way you look at it, but it also, it depends on you, Aries. But what I see here is you facing fears and moving forward. And what's going to guide you to the next phase in your life is a healing in love. And as you heal in love, you might very well find that you're moved to tears. You might very well find that you are emotionally a lot more vulnerable than maybe you would even want to be. But this emotional vulnerability gives you wings, which sets you in flight, especially in nighttime. Especially in the night. And I know, you are going to feel pulled in a very certain way. Now, it doesn't mean that you have to go out and have, and go out and meet people during the nighttime. But it means that listen to yourself, listen to your thoughts. When it is dark outside, when the world kind of quiets down, don't fill up the silent moments with distractions, okay? Because you're going to want to, and you're going to have a great desire to bring back failed relationships, to run over arguments in your head in October and say, what have I done wrong? You're going to take a lot of responsibilities on you, Aries. But this is a time of love. This is a time of healing. This is a time of moving forward. And I see a very strong connection with you with either a Gemini or a Pisces. All right? Yeah, very much so. I would say more towards a Gemini because this person lies at your heart. But if you're saying, Dane, that person who lies at my heart was somebody who ripped my heart out and I didn't think I could ever recover from it, but I have, then this is very much leading you to a Pisces who is going to have you facing Spirit says emotional demons. And I know that that sounds dramatic, but demons, you could go back to the ancient Greek and go to daemons, which are inspirations. You're going to find emotional inspiration with a Pisces. Even if that Pisces has been the one that hurt you and you're saying, oh no, Dane, I'll never be with a Pisces again. Because I do see a link here for you, Aries, between a Gemini and a Pisces of having been through battles. So it can be of the mind and it can be of the heart that you have been through these battles. Now you're walking away from the pain as you heal and you see that you're at a crossroads. Again, the full moon comes up. The full moon comes up 3 times within this reading, meaning that the divine is guiding you at nighttime. At nighttime, you are going to be guided. And what you're going to be guided to do as you stand at this crossroads, because you're choosing healing love. You are. That's where you're headed. That's what I see here. And as you step away from the pain and the sorrow that has been so much of life and that has affected you in love profoundly, you're going to find that your capacity for love, your capacity for brilliance, your capacity for understanding is more so now than ever before, because you have the Queen of Swords and you have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Swords is an air sign energy, a Gemini, a Libra, and Aquarius. You have the Gemini right here. The Queen of Cups is, did I say the Queen of Cups? The Queen of Swords is an air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Queen of Cups is a water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. All right? So you have Pisces right here. You're going to be more comfortable because you're coming through as the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups. You're going to be more comfortable behind the scenes. This is where you're going to work out emotional understandings and mental understandings. Also seeing how your emotions directly impact your thoughts, because we are emotional beings. And as soon as we come to terms with that, even though we'd love ourselves to be rational beings and everything like that, our emotions dictate so much of our lives as human beings. So here, you are taking this gift of healing, beautiful love. Right? Definitely, you're being empowered by it. This is the Holy Grail. Right? So you're holding the Holy Grail within your hands. You are holding love, joy, understanding, sacrifice beyond comprehension, compassion beyond comprehension. You're going to find that that is gifted to you by the divine and by your own personal desires during October. As that is gifted to you, your crowning thoughts, which makes sense that this is at your crown and that your emotions would be at your root because we are emotional beings, and then your thoughts are directly impacted by it. It puts you at a crossroads, right? And now your thoughts, which are again going to be more comfortable behind the scenes as you're looking at things, you cut through doubts and fears, you know your mind, you're able to speak your truth. And it's interesting because we always think of Aries as so tough, so strong, so confident, so confident. But there is something here when it comes to love that you hadn't wanted to face. And it can be an insecurity within yourself, thinking, I don't want a relationship like my parents had, or, I don't want to have a relationship like I had with my first partner. Now you're looking at things and saying, I learned so much. I learned what I didn't want and I learned what I did want. And now you're cutting through doubts and fears. You're claiming your power. You're guarding the seed of your soul. You're knowing that your love is something beautiful, something sacred, something that is, Spirit is saying, a cherishing gift. And Spirit tells me often when we talk, and I know that might sound funny, but I've been on a spiritual retreat, and Spirit has said that love is so important in our world and in our lives. But so often we don't think it is. We think that other people have to love us in order for us to love ourselves. And Spirit is saying here that your greatest power is your knowledge of yourself here, Aries. Your power and your truth, your confidence and your competence, because that's what moves you forward to this crossroads, to a love that takes your breath away, that empowers you, that moves you forward. I would definitely say that you should have your eyes peeled for a Gemini or for a Pisces, or for somebody either with strong Gemini or Pisces within their chart, but they have a complexity to them. They don't have to be a Gemini or a Pisces. They have a complexity to them. And that complexity has them being emotionally guided. They're not going to be the type of person who rationalizes everything out. They're going to be the type of person who trusts their gut. And that's going to be something that is going to thrill you. That just this sense of being part of their ride. And what's going to thrill them about you is being part of your emotional ride, because you two are going to connect in that way. You're walking away from something you once thought you would love, but doesn't fit you anymore. Now, for some of you, because the Eight of Cups for me is also a divorce card, it can be coming out of a divorce. It can be coming out of a time of pain or a long-term relationship, and you're really sitting there and you're saying, where do I go now? Listen to your heart. Listen to what it is that you desire. Listen to what it is that you thought you would do, but you always kind of held back on it, because now is the time that you move forward. You're going to see things come up in October that you thought, oh my gosh, I thought I was done with this. I thought, we wouldn't do it this way, or, I would never have to deal with that person again. Something is going to come up in October for you, Aries, where you go, oh my gosh, not again. It's not bad. It's karmic, because that's why it keeps on coming up. And kind of, if you realize it's a karmic debt, it's easier to face, because it's not sitting there and saying, oh my gosh, I did something wrong. It's saying, okay, I didn't learn it yet. I don't fully understand how to seize my power, or to not let this person bother me. And now here, you see that you are victorious. The swords are crossed in supplication at your feet. The people are walking away. Now, there's an interesting link here with the Gemini Pisces energy. So for some of you, you are winning the battle of the duality of your nature, of understanding the duality of your nature, and understanding how you are flying forth and the passion that you are connecting with. As you do so, you are called to see a bigger picture, and you are called to see your compassion not as a weakness, but as your greatest strength, and holding on to that compassion, holding on to that love, holding on to that beauty of your soul. That moves you forward, and that makes you a better partner than anybody can ever imagine. And the ferocity of your Aries energy makes you this loyal, true partner who would walk through coals, who'd walk through hell and back for their partner. And that is something that is your greatest strength. And that is something that is not to be given to others lightly. And that's what you're learning about yourself. And that's what you're embracing about yourself in October when it comes to love. Right? You're going to know this more. For those of you who are seeking love or seeking a deeper connection with your partner, Pisces time frame, February 19th to March 20th, you're going to feel more connected. And for those of you who are single, you can find that you have met somebody who just compliments you beautifully. A soulmate connection right here. But also, this is a connection with your true self, with your inner soul, somebody who compliments you beautifully. You're going to be like the twins with each other. Just that beautiful synchronicity is going to come into your life when it comes to love. Your subconscious message is the Capricorn energy, is the Devil card. All right? This is a time frame of December 22nd to January 19th. This is a sense of you turning inward. You're breaking the chains of your past. You are embracing your present with more ferocity of spirit than ever before. There's light within the darkness. There are your angels fiercely guarding you, fiercely protecting you. You're letting go of any addictions, right, that have been holding you back. And it doesn't just mean drugs, sex, and alcohol. Eating, anything that you can think of where you think of it as a normal addiction, right, quote unquote normal addiction. It is anything that is keeping you from your higher purpose, your higher self. It can be people pleasing. It can be overworking. It can be, denying a certain aspect of your life. Now you are having everything kind of fall to the forefront of you. And you're saying, this is who I am. I am connecting with nature. You are connecting with your inner self, your inner power, your inner spirit. And you are being empowered to move forward in your truth and in your prosperity. All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading, Capricorn, oh my gosh. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. This Capricorn energy is going to be very powerful subconsciously, and it is going to move you forward. It is going to break you free. Yes, it's going to open up doors, and it's going to set you free, all right, to your inner power, to the place that you truly want to be in love. Now, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, this is a naked woman and a naked man being held by the devil, right? Being chained to the devil, and they're standing there complacently. You are no longer being complacent. You are no longer sitting there and going with what the world wants you to do, going with what the world kind of demands of what's right and what isn't in your life. Now you are making those decisions, and it doesn't matter what the world thinks. As long as you are not hurting anybody, as long as you are coming from a place of love and peace and harmony, then the love that you are going to share and that you share with somebody is going to be very emotionally driven, so be prepared for that. But it's also going to lead you into a realm of understanding of yourself that you didn't think was possible, and that takes your breath away. All right, Aries, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness, and may harmony always be with you. Bye.